glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. Today, conference bragging rights on the line in this SEC Big Ten clash. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, the Vols head coach told me before the game he has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start the season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Vols will kick off first, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Indiana's offense will go to work first. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver.
There he goes. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes
finding some room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman, like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Grabbed behind the line, it's Morris. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Quickly complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
It looks as if we have an injured Hoosier at the end of that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Lost to throw again. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Hoosiers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Campbell. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive, attack, come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. The Volunteers offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Braylon Staley coming off a splendid performance, more than 100 yards receiving and a couple of touchdowns. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He'll pull it down. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. And the Vols want to pick up the tempo. Wants to fire on second down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. They didn't give him much on the return, but they were in prime scoring position at the 22. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air, it's Hoover. Right on the money.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Back to pass on second down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
That's pretty good zone defense, man. Zone defense means I got eyes on the quarterback, and when somebody comes into my zone, then I'm communicating with the other guy, and they pass it off and do a good job seeing the crosser, going to him, breaking on the football, getting the tackle, and now forcing the 4th down.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Grab behind the line. It's Staley. There he goes to the left. They trip him up, but not before he has a huge gain and sends a bolt of momentum into the second quarter. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. So first down here as they go back to work. Caught by Smith. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Volunteers are in the hurry-up.
Well, what you know about Josh Heupel in this offense is they're explosive, and they always seem to have a dude outside at wide receiver. They normally have multiple guys like that. You obviously lose Chris Brazzell, a big-time playmaker, for the Vols. They're going to have to replace that, David, but they've done such a good job recruiting and developing. There's no question in my mind they're going to find guys that can go on the outside and hurt.
They find those guys with speed, right? And they create so much space in this offense. Now, make no mistake about it. This is a run-first offense, and I love the way they do it, but developing that chemistry out wide, finding their new guys. They found them a year ago quickly. They stepped up. They made plays. Who's going to be their playmakers this season?
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The run inside. It's Beebe. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. It's Hoover. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's Bishop. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Makes the grab. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Caught in the backfield. It's Davis. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a 1st down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And I know when we talk Josh Heupel offenses at Tennessee, we always talk about tempo and going fast and deep shots down the field. But, David, one thing we also know is that he is committed to running the football. And Bishop, after a phenomenal year, a year ago, running for over 1,000 yards, you know they're going to be balanced, and you know they're going to feature him.
They're going to feature him, they're going to run him a lot, and they're going to run him at a fast pace, right? That's what they've done. And they've been so good at it. And it's not just the early...
Maybe a crease. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And send the tight end in motion. Pulls it on the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gordon. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Keeps it himself. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Vols!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Makes the catch. It's Preston. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
And the Hoosiers headed quickly to the line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Beebe. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes a grab. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal. The Hoosiers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Wide out trying to get it in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And how big big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And he'll bring it back. And the returner will be knocked down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the number 8 team, the Texas A&M Aggies.
He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
The Vols head coach told me coming out of the locker room at the half, their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Vols will punt this one away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. On the run, it's Phoebe. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got it behind the line. It's Becker. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off the boot, looking for his man. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. And the Volunteers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. No room stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to...
Touchdown, Volunteers! Great job by the back on the option. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Using his legs, it's Martin. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time?
Here's a little room there. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Going to stop play here as one of the Volunteers remains on the field. And the Hoosiers getting set on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Martin. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right. The red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana. On to attempt the try.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. The Vols just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Working that left side now. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the Vols will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The give out of the gun. Maybe some room here. They'll mark him down at the 17, and that'll be enough to move the chains.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. At the 35, he's open. Got a lot of room to the right. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Tight end now in motion. Go! Running inside. It's Campbell. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
From the shotgun, the inside give. There he goes! They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Right back to the well. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Hoover. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Dead center perfect, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. off the play fake on first down. Throwing right. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
Full wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Fires to the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Gonna take a shot. Got it down the field. All the way across the 50, into plus territory, and finally stopped at the 43. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
He lets one fly deep. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The run inside. It's Martin. Got enough for the first. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. So they'll use a timeout here, 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
This is a designed run. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. The Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Intercepted. The defense has set him up.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this, I'm into this game right now.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately,